I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Shop www.h4ht.com, where you can get 15% off of your first order with the code HEYHO, HEYHO, or you can currently receive free shipping on all orders right now with the code FALL24. And in the perfect time, we have released our classic Buy Ho hoodies and our 90s Buy Ho hoodies, which are currently on sale for $45, along with our clickbait merch, our Hobie Gone merch, our shorts are on sale as well to close out the summer and the spring. You could never go wrong with the Buy Ho mugs, whether the classic or the 90s versions, whether in white or black. Perfect for your morning coffee and or tea. Our 90s Buy Ho hoodies come in royal blue, white, and black, and they also have multiple sizes all the way down from small to 5XL. If you guys have your Buy Ho t-shirts, you definitely have to head over to the website so you guys can also get your Buy Ho hoodies along with your classic Buy Ho hoodies. Like I said, everything is $45, and I have these in maroon, white, black, olive, gray, and navy blue, and I also have these in a variety of sizes from small to 5XL as well. So be sure to head on over there to the website and purchase your Buy Ho merch or Here for Hot Tea merch today at h4ht.com. Hey you guys, what's up? Tonight I'm going live over on my podcast channel at 8 p.m. So y'all meet me over there. I want to talk about Judge Mathis. I also want to talk about that AK Sarasi girl. I found out that she was on Judge Judy, and I think it's the funniest thing ever. And I also want to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff that's been going on social media outside of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So y'all meet me over at the Here for Hot Tea podcast, H4HT podcast. But let's jump into this video because I took a break dissecting the Cal and Nostradamus lawsuit, but we're back at it. Let's unpack some parts of this lawsuit that I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys about, but I really want to get into this part. It's no secret, Nostradamus ex-COO is currently suing her and all of her LLCs for not paying him and exposing his personal financial information, breach of contract, etc., right? And one of his claims is the fact that Nostradamus is spending the company money for personal reasons, which is a big no-no. So she's basically going into the business account and spending the business money for personal reasons. So if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like she's not even paying herself. Now, when Cal first came out with all of this, one of the things that I read or thought was interesting was Nostradamus' relationship with her husband, Courtney Beasley. So a lot of us on my platform anyway seem to think that Courtney isn't that bad of a guy. He seems like real cool, laid back, but we might have found his flaw in how it is that him and Nostradamus, they get along so well, right? Because they're in this happy marriage. I think that they have a pretty decent marriage. But a lot of people have always asked, how do he deal with her? Why do he deal with her? He don't be with that nonsense. Because, I was one of those people that thought, Courtney do not be with that nonsense. But I'm starting to think that maybe he is actually the ringleader of her nonsense. I now feel that he actually helps her keep up with this nonsense. He's just behind the scenes and just the security of it all. As people expose Nostradamus for not sending their packages and debts and all of these other things, I think he is the strong arm behind it all. In the court documents, it states over the next few months, Mrs. Steele began to show signs that she was feeling uncomfortable about Mr. Ivanko's interest in the CBB. On April 18, 2024, Mrs. Steele sent a text message to Mr. Ivanko stating, "I have anxiety about ownership in the immediate but not profit sharing in perpetuity or in the event of a huge sale. Emphasis added. Upon information in belief, Mrs. Steele had not told her husband, Courtney Beasley, about the equity and profit sharing agreement with the plaintiff as of April 18, 2024. And then it also states the communication could not have been clearer between the two parties, as evident by the text message from Mrs. Steele to Mr. Ivanko, May 2nd, 2024. This stands out to me because there was a reason why Nostradamus didn't explain to her husband that she shared 30% of their company with another man. And maybe Courtney is more controlling than we may know. But what I do find interesting is that every time I turn around or every time she's coming back into Huntsville from a trip, he is suiting up cars or buying new shit or doing new shit with the Canvas Beauty money. So I'm starting to feel like it's him that's spending the Canvas Beauty money out of the actual bank account, and her just being a ride-or-die nose is just riding with her husband. Because why would you not tell him that you hired that man and gave him 30%? Because her husband probably wasn't going to be okay with it from the start. And he probably found out about it afterwards because he had plans with that money. And he realized there was 30% coming out of all of those funds that they were allegedly supposed to be making on those TikTok lives. Now, all of this is alleged, and this is just my theory, but you guys do the math, right? So here's another video of her getting back from a surgery that she had in California to get ready to do another TikTok shop. She pulls up in this Tesla truck that he quote unquote bought her as a surprise the first time, but this time he got it custom with wheels and imprints and all of these things. And I guess with the liens and the debt that you're currently in, why are you continuously spending money on things that are not that necessary? In this part of the document in the lawsuit, it says, upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele continued to misappropriate company funds for extravagant personal use, including an all expenses paid vacation to Miami with bottle service at a nightclub, a boat, and even Mrs. Steele's personal home expenses. And also, what does Courtney do for a living, right? We know Courtney transfer some of the products because she got sued by the company that was transferring her products allegedly. And we know Courtney probably transferred her product because he has his CDL, because he used to drive trucks prior to her creating Canvas. But really, what does Courtney do? You know, he has the beard oil thing that's in mixing and mingle with Canvas. But really, what does Courtney do? Where is he getting his money from, if he has any money? Or is this their business and they're getting their money from the Canvas Beauty business account? We don't get to see any investments that Courtney's making or anything like that, but we oftentimes get a chance to see how they are spending this money on luxury things and events, and it doesn't look like he's stopping her. It looks like he's enjoying it, and he's probably encouraging it. Y'all get in the comment section and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so y'all are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Somebody said not throwing. It was like the week of. I was like, hey, can I add my chin to it? They was like, yeah. Am I ready for tonight's episode? Yeah, I really don't watch this show no more. For real. To be honest with you, I really don't. I see the clips on social media, but I'm kind of over it. Your neck is perfect. No, the fuck it ain't. I got one of them necks. It's hereditary. Like a lot of people in my family, we just got them little rolls in our necks. Oh, you off the show? I don't want to talk about the show. I don't like the show. Don't talk about the show. No. Y'all gonna see me on the show when it come back on for a few episodes, for sure. Thank you. Somebody said this your last season. I'm probably gonna just do a trip for my birthday and call it a wrap. And then I'm gonna be down for 2 weeks. In August the 15th, I go get I go get a breast reduction and a lift in LA. And I'm gonna be laying down for 2 weeks. Child, it's time. I'm not having another baby, but I am doing a surrogate. Can y'all can't hear me? I told y'all my phone over here glitching now. I'm not having another baby, but I'm gonna do a surrogate.
Happy Mother's Day, baby.
Oh my god. Y'all, my damn jaw was on the floor. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's the fact that he got my dream truck less than a month after I said I loved it. Like, how somebody said this your last season? Oh yes, ma'am. Congrats. Okay, I told y'all I was going to take y'all on an entire journey of me getting ready to have the biggest live ever, September the 27th. Well, step one was me getting my ass back home from LA because I had been here too long after I done had my surgery. Y'all, before I left, I had to give me one last massage. Oh my God, this lady came and took care of me every day, y'all. She the truth. Then I had to get my lashes done, and yo, she the bomb.com. Even my 2-year-old son knows she did. I got my lashes done. They fine. You want to see them? Look. See, look, Chess.
It's so cute.
Ah, thank you, baby. That's so cute. And y'all, after that, it was out to the airport we went. And when I tell you, my guy Arson had me well taken care of, even down to the airport, okay? When I got to the airport, I had to do wheelchair assist. Y'all know I had surgery, so... Child, I went for the walk through the airport and sitting down the whole time, y'all, I was dying. I said I was hurting. By the time I got off that first flight and that layover hit me, I was on the floor. Do you hear me? Because on that plane, sitting, and you just had lipo 360, it wasn't no joke. Then finally made it to Huntsville. Y'all, get to the airport. My husband done wrapped the goddamn Cybertruck. Y'all, they gonna know us when they see us now. It's Canvas Beauty ran all the way up. I really wanted to go to the warehouse, but y'all, I went by there for a split second, but then I had to go lay down. But tomorrow, we're going to get back in the game. Let's go.
In part of the court documents, number 28 in the claims, it states on June 8th, 2024, CBB, which is Canvas Beauty Brands, held a history-making, record-breaking live stream at TikTok selling over 1 million of products in a single live stream. It stated, with 8 figures of profit in the bank, Mr. Ivanko and Mrs. Steele once again declared a profit distribution on July the 3rd, 2024. The distribution was made as follows: 5 million for Mrs. Steele and 2 million for Mr. Ivanko. Now, I'm just basically summing it down, but it's 5.1 million for Stormi and 2.4 million for Mr. Ivanko. To Mr. Ivanko through his ownership equity. The profit distribution percentages reflected the exact 70-30 profit split that the parties agreed to, continuously abided by, and that Mrs. Steele herself reaffirmed numerous times in writing. Mrs. Steele distribution was technically only 68% because her distribution was adjusted to pay back CBB for accounts that Mrs. Steele used for her personal expenditures from the company's account. Upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele habitual misappropriation company funds for her personal uses. It also states in number 30, Mr. Ivanko and Mrs. Steele agreed to retain approximately 5 million of profits in the CBB bank accounts rather than take a large distribution on July 3rd, 2024. So it also states in number 36, upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele continuously misappropriated company funds for extravagant personal use, including an all expenses paid vacation to Miami with bottle services at a nightclub and a boat, and even Mrs. Steele's personal home expenses. Upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele had converted to her own use money rightfully belonging to plaintiffs in the form of the company's profits and has unjustly enriched herself at the plaintiff's expense. Upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele has used and continues to use company funds that in part or in whole are the rightful property of plaintiffs for Mrs. Steele's personal expense. It also states on 38 that on July 18, 2028, Mrs. Steele approached Mr. Ivanko about securing a 409A valuation performed on the canvas defendants. The 409A valuation would be the mechanism to determine the enterprise value of the business. Upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele, either on her own or through discussion with a third party, estimated the business to have valued over $100 million. So those are some of the claims in Mr. Ivanko's court documents. And I want y'all to get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts and opinions on that alone. But also get in the comment section and let me know how you feel about me breaking the actual court.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.